They're going to make you stop the run, and if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
The play action fake. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. He tries to take the top off. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Caught behind the line. It's Bernard. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Milroe. It's complete to the right. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They got it to him out in the flat, but a sure tackle and the big stop there for this defense.
And those aren't easy tackles. You know, you're stretched way out wide. You're running a long way to come up and make a tackle, but great job by the defense, seeing it, reacting, getting the guy on the ground quickly.
Just drives it between the uprights. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown time.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cardinals offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Brooks. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Right back to it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. To the air, it's Milroe. Looking to buy time. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. The sure hands, it's long. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start in the second. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Cardinals want to move quickly. To the air. It's right. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could.
Got a lot of running room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Brown. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. They feed him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big hiccup and a first down for this offense. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He's got it. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Now on first down after that completion. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Trying to punch it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to break the plane on second and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. Gets it out fast. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking to pass. It's Shuck. Getting some heat. He's going for it all. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Its second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play to get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting a tackle for the loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Striving for the goal line, loose football. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? Back to throw, it's Shuck. And here's the third interception of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. How about this for starting field position? First and goal from the 2. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They're bringing heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. Fires on the move. Got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Off play action on first down. The throw. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better.
Off he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Oh, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's